guys, I wanted to do something a little bit different today and basically talk about how YouTube works, why a lot of YouTubers like myself are kind of doing what we're doing, and what you can do to best support our channel so we can keep creating the content that we're creating. And I've been meaning to do a video like this in general anyway, but there have been some recent changes in how YouTube is doing their monetization that has kind of sped up my desire to talk about this. And essentially about a week ago, there was some change in how YouTube filters through content that changes what videos they allow to be monetized, and it's insane. It's a faulty algorithm that they're using. And so I got on last Tuesday, last Wednesday, and 15 of my videos had been demonetized for inappropriate content. Now, if you've been on my channel any amount of time, you know pretty quickly I don't really have inappropriate content. Some of my jokes might not land right. I've said the A word, I think 5 times in all of my 450 videos, or how many I've done. I mean, I just don't really have inappropriate content. I did rant about 50 Shades of Grey, in which case I would have talked about crass language in there, but like a video talking about Batman animated movies was demonetized for inappropriate content. And essentially something's going on with YouTube where they're trying to appease their advertisers by not allowing hate speech to be monetized. And so they're creating filters that aren't working right. And this isn't just my channel. You can go on Twitter of other kind of small creators like me, and they're going to all be ranting about what weird videos got demonetized. In my video or my Facebook chat I've got with Durbin and Cody Leach and Jeff Ito and Tyler Tompkins, all of us have been hit by this. Every YouTube creator, I'm sure, has been hit by these new standards that we don't even know what it is. We don't even know why things are being demonetized. And honestly, as long as I've been on YouTube for about a year now, YouTube has been struggling to figure out how to monetize in a way that makes their advertisers happy in kind of this current climate where there's just so much tension and people not wanting to promote certain things because they know the backlash if they're promoted on the wrong items. It's this kind of tension there that YouTube doesn't know how to properly pay their creators for running ads in front of their videos while at the same time appeasing the people that are paying for ads to be run. And so it's created a horrible climate of things. And then just in general, the amount that you get paid for ad revenue from YouTube is nothing. It's such a small percentage. So before I started doing YouTube, the number that I'd heard is that you get paid about $3 for every 1,000 views. That's what I'd heard prior to being on YouTube. Now, I've been on here over a year now, and I've almost never gotten $3 for 1,000 views. It has happened a few times with a few videos, but the average number for my channel in the span of all the views I have versus the amount of money I made through ad revenue, it's more like $1.25 I make for every 1,000 views. Now, you can do some very simple, easy math and figure out, like, it's public how many views my channel has, how many views my videos have. You can figure out very quickly how much money I'm making from ad revenue on YouTube, and it's almost nothing. So like back in April, when I had 1,000 subscribers, I've been doing this for about 9 months. I made $11 from ad revenue. Now, this is my hobby. I'm not trying to pay my bills with all this, but put out about 30 videos, about an hour into each video, and I made $11. You can do the math on that. It doesn't pay anything because YouTube, just naturally, it's ad revenue. So you have to get mass numbers of people to watch things for it to really add up. But add into this new thing that's going on right now where just videos are getting demonetized. And so I'm putting all the effort in random videos for no reason are getting this warning saying, hey, this isn't advertiser friendly. And then it says that you can't even have it appealed for a week unless you get so many views. And then if they do this to all kind of like my backlog of videos, which they've done, all these videos I've done over a year, 15 of them being demonetized, it becomes almost impossible to get all of them back monetized because of the way they're doing it, and they can't get Rise running over them. And that's why a lot of YouTubers are starting to turn to Patreon. They're starting to do a lot more stuff with affiliate links because to run a YouTube channel with production, you need to have good software like the Adobe Suite. That costs like $30 to $50 per month, depending on who you are. So if you're doing movie reviews, you got to go to the movies. That costs money. So just to break even on creating video content, you have to have some revenue to come in. And the vast majority of people doing this they're not making money. They're literally making zero money doing this. They are in the hole because of the cost of going to the movies as well as video software. That's just the nature of it. With that said, I'm not saying this on any sort of way of like, oh, pity, sympathy for us. We're not making money. This is a hobby. That's what this is. And I'm fully aware of that. But with a hobby that has an audience to it, there's kind of a two-way back and forth to it of if you really want me to keep doing this, the best way to incentivize me to keep doing it would be to do things that create a scenario where I make more money, because giving me money to make videos and talk about movies will incentivize me to do it more often. And if I certainly was making enough money, I would stop delivering paint and I would just do this, and I'd put out a lot more videos and I'd put out better quality ones where I don't actually just have a paper wall behind me as my green screen. But so I'm not saying any of this is like a sympathy thing, but just the nature of where it's at, why we're doing what we're doing, why we're kind of looking for these other sources of revenues, and how you can support me if you desire to support my channel, and just so you kind of know all the factors going into it. So that's all the background kind of leading into this. YouTube doesn't pay very much when it does work, and their algorithm for what is being demonetized has gone insane. It is out of control. I bet you're going to see a lot of people ranting about it, videos popping up this week, because it's what they did this past week was offensive of what they labeled not advertiser friendly. It's insane. So with all that said, I want to give you a list of things as what you can kind of do to help my channel or any other channel, kind of these smaller channels under 5,000 subs, under 10,000 subs. There's no math number to that, but hobby people that are doing this, got a full-time job, full-time college students, high school students doing this. But if you want to support us, what are the things that you can do and why do they help us? First thing that you can do is comment, like, and share. Comment, like, and share. So the way that YouTube works and the way that kind of you get your videos recommended and showcased on YouTube so you find a new audience so that it gets more popular is essentially there's an algorithm that YouTube has that factors in essentially how does a session start and how long is a session. That's basically you as the viewer, you come in, you start a session on YouTube and how long you stay there. YouTube, because they're ad-based, they want you to come to YouTube a lot and stay there a long time. So if my videos or anybody else's videos get you to come to YouTube and stay on YouTube for a while and comment and like and interact with stuff, YouTube likes that and they recommend those videos because they go, this is a video that gets people to stay here, gets people to come here. That's what we want. So boom, let's recommend this video. That's how the system works. That's why we want you to comment, like, and share. And the other thing you can do is if you've already subscribed, one of the best things you can do is if you go to the subscribe button, there's a little bell and you click on that bell and it makes it so whenever I put out a new video, you get a notification, however your notification's set up, but you get a notification, I have a new video that's posted. And so then if you immediately go to that video, YouTube goes, this guy's videos are something that actually people want and they demand. And so then you start a session when that video comes up. And then if you go in there and you stick around and you reply to some comments and you like it and you do all that fun stuff, all of those things go really well for the algorithm for my channel to make YouTube recommend my videos. That's how YouTube works. And that's why all of us YouTuber people want you to comment, like, view the whole video, all that fun stuff that you can do. It helps out the videos. Likewise, if you share the videos and you tell your friends about it, go to your Twitter page, Facebook page, Instagram, if you want to somehow find a way to share it on Instagram, all the things you can do like that. Obviously, if you introduce my content to a new audience, it helps my channel grow. The more viewers I have, the more people that are kind of watching, joining the community, the better, the more fun, the more successful the channel will be, and it helps things out wonderfully. So the first thing you can do if you want to help out my channel, this is the stuff everybody can do. Comment, like, share, click that little bell and get notifications for it. Anyone can do that. Even if you don't have money, resources, you can do that to help out my channel, even with wacky stuff going on with YouTube and the algorithm. The second thing you can do, and not everyone can do this one, and I fully understand that. Not everyone's morals would want them to do this, but you can support me directly financially on Patreon. So this is a webpage essentially designed to help content creators connect directly with the audience, for the audience to directly support them financially. So the model with advertising, essentially, that I have an audience that watches my content, and outside creators want you to buy their stuff. And so they put a video in front of my content so my audience sees an ad for their content. And the hope is that you click on the link to go to their stuff and buy their content. It's this very indirect process that's how advertising works. That they borrow my audience to sell their products. Obviously, it's much more direct of a way, if you like what I'm doing, to just financially support me directly. Now, I'm still working on building my community over there, what that looks like, but I'm looking to start up like a podcast, actually possibly multiple podcasts, and all of that kind of building out of my Patreon supporters. But you can go over there and look and see if it's the right thing for you. But it's the biggest thing you can do to directly say, I like what you're doing. I want you to keep doing it. I'd like to have some input, some of the little perks that you might have, maybe a shout out here and there. Support me on Patreon to help out my channel directly to make things grow and be better. That's the single biggest thing that you can do to financially help it, because, well, you're taking money and directly giving it to me. That's not this indirect advertising thing. So if you like the product that I create for free, and you'd be willing to support it and want me to keep doing it, that's what that is. It's a way just to directly support me. There you go. Next thing you can do is you can sign up for MoviePass using my website. I have an affiliate for them. I'm also a subscriber to their service. I've been using them for 6 months now, and I've had a very good experience with them. They just dropped their price down to $10 per month, and so it's an incredible deal. Basically, it's a way that if you sign up for their service, you can go see one movie every single day of the month for just $9.99 per month. An insane deal. They don't work with all theaters, but they work with all the theaters where I live. So most places, they work with most theaters, with a few exceptions. But look into it. If you sign up using my link in the description down below, I get a percentage of the sign up for that. And so it helps out my channel. Once again, it's a way that I can make money that's more direct than the advertiser model that does not work on YouTube because the system is broken. Finally, the last thing you do to support my channel is use my affiliate links down below with Amazon. Essentially what this is, in every single one of my videos, I have a link down to something on Amazon. And if you click that link and you buy the product from Amazon, I get whatever percentage I get, 10%, 6%. I have no idea what the percentage is, but some percentage of the sale of you making that purchase goes to me. But the way it works is I'm rewarded for getting you to go to Amazon. So if you go to Amazon and buy, the Spider-Man 2 plus a new car for $10,000, I get that 6% of both Spider-Man 2 that you clicked on the link for, as well as that car that you just bought, because I'm the one that brought you to the website and started that session. So if you're wanting to support my channel, if you're just going to go out and buy something on Amazon anyway, you might as well go to a link on one of my videos and just click on that Amazon thing to go to the website, and it helps out my channel. Or if you don't want to support my channel, you want to support someone else's channel, that's how that works. So anyway, those are just several different ways that you can support my channel, help my channel. If you like what I'm doing, want to do things to help me, that's what it looks like to help things out. And like I said, I know this is a hobby of mine. You don't owe me anything. I don't owe you creating this content, but there's a nice symbiotic relationship where I like talking about movies, and some of you apparently like hearing me talk about movies. And one of the best ways to keep that going and possibly expand what I'm doing is to look at this list of options for how to support my channel and help me take it to the next level. So anyway, I normally don't talk about stuff like this, don't talk about it in such bulk levels. Like I said, YouTube has gone wonky recently. So here's a video just talking about what you can do to kind of help me and everyone else, because it's hitting everybody. It's weird, it's frustrating, and YouTube really needs to get it together, because it's kind of outrageous how far into crazy what they did this last week was of who they demonetized. Like demonetizing Durbin over Dermadius stuff. He's like this really nice guy just talking about movies, doesn't use bad language, isn't crass, he's not mean-spirited and cynical like me. Demonetizing because it's not like I don't get it. It's hilarious what they did, actually, kind of, because it's so incompetent. It's so frustrating they're screwing YouTube creators quite a bit. Anyway, There you go. If you're new to my channel, you picked a weird starting point, but if you consider clicking that subscribe button, or if you're already subscribed, consider clicking that bell option. I normally talk about movies, I rank movies, and I rant about stuff from time to time, but I don't want to just talk about movies. I want to talk about movies with you. So join me in the comments section. Let's get a lively discussion about how you can support my channel. That's a weird one to get a discussion about it. But anyway, thank you for watching.